It's time to get back to modeling this underwater, undersea explorer. And it's looking pretty bare, but I want to do some work on the top. I was thinking of some kind of like a satellite dish or a sonar dish or whatever. So let's see what we can do here. Let's bring in a cube. S to scale. And I'm going to push it in a bit. Let's grab this top face, maybe pull it down. Let's scale this in the Y. No, I'm in normal. That's why it didn't look right. Scale in the X. Like that. And push it down. Something like that. Let's bevel it. Let's try to bevel it and see how she looks. Well, I might be putting a subdivision surface on it now that I think about it. Just might not look smooth enough. Let's try turning that off and doing a subdivision surface. And then chopping this up a little. I think I want to do this because I think I'm going to try to make some wings come off this. If I can. Let's see. Let's, not that. Let's put a couple more here. And let's just see. Do I do them together? No, you know what? I might mirror this later. So let's just see how it would look if I just extrude out like that. Pull it back, scale it in the Y a bit, and just scale it in the Z. I don't know if it's a good idea to build this right on top, but I was thinking I would give it a shot. Now if I do one here, let's get rid of that bevel. Let's just try upping that. I was thinking about that on both sides. I don't know why. But let's try mirroring that and see how we like it. I'll delete these vertices and we'll add a mirror and clipping. Now, let's go in, bring it in, and release. What do you think? Could that be up there? And I was also thinking of a pipe coming out and going down and into there. It's pretty tight, but a satellite dish sonar thing up here. Let's try that. Circle, just default values. Let's rotate X 90. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I'm going to extrude and pull it back and scale it in like this. And let's come forward a little bit. Oh, come forward a bit and close that off. Try that. E and S, E and S, E and Alt M. And I also want to do something at the back. I was thinking I would just grab this, extrude it back, close that up as well. So maybe I got faces I don't need, I don't know. flip the polys. Let's do that, and let's add a subdivision. Okay, so I'm gonna have to work on there. What did I do? Well, before I do anything, let's try and see if Solidify clears up some of that. Yeah. Maybe I did something stupid. 0.05. Okay. Yeah, this stuff. I think I did that kind of thing before. Or did something stupid. Let's go ahead and apply the Solidify and see if I can fix this, or if I've screwed it up. Oh, that's kind of what I wanted anyhow. Good. And that. And this. And we'll see how this turns out up here. It's pretty much what I was thinking of. And then what we'll do is I kind of want to have a wire coming out. Well, I'm going to have a stand, so maybe we can work on that. Okay, and so the way I'll do this is I'm just going to bring in a cylinder 32. I could probably go with 24 and nothing on the ends. I was thinking it was going to attach to there. And bring it up. If I can get that edge, there we go. And that might still be too wide. Scale Shift Z and back. I can move that forward as well. And then I was thinking of spinning this. I'll show you what I mean. Let's select that edge and Shift S cursor to selected. And I want to make kind of a nice curve in this. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to hit N to open that up, and under 3D cursor in the Y, I'm going to bring the 3D cursor ahead a little bit like that. And close that. And then I'm just going to hit spin. I'll switch this to -90. And then I'll just bring down the segments. That's probably okay like that. Maybe even too much. Let's go with that. Let's take this and bring it ahead so it would attach somewhere in there. So we'll make that a little bit better. I don't think this detail will ever be seen, but you never know. So I'm going to hit E to extrude. I'm going to bring it out a bit, nice and straight, and then E and S. E, no, not that. I'll just come out like that. And then I'll bring this back to join on. You know, that kind of thing, and I'll do something similar down here. I'll go into wireframe and find that piece, and E and S. I'll give it a bit of thickness, so it'll come down a bit. Oh, what happened there? Did I extrude? Yeah, just like that. And I'll bring this up to the surface, so edit mode. Let's box select like that. And I think this top line here is it. So let's try that and see if it looks any good. Yeah, it's on the surface, or almost on the surface. And let's just see if smoothing is enough for this with some edge loops versus subdivision. Let's bevel this edge a bit. That'll help with the smoothing. And why is it going to there? Do I have more than one thing? Yeah. Just bevel that. That'll help with some smoothing there. Get off of there. Bring in. Oh, moving too quick here. A couple of edge loops up in that area. That ought to do it there and there. Bring an edge loop down there. And in here. And we'll bevel that. And hopefully that's good enough for that small detail. It's just, is that too thick? No, it can stay for now. Okay, and now for the rest of this. You know, I have half a mind to do what I always do. Grab that, Shift-D, P. I don't want to make another circle. Why should I? Okay, so I got that. Select it, scale it in. I want to make that part that's out here. I don't know how far, though. We'll try that. I really would love to just put a face on it and bring it back. What was that? I've got a subdivision surface on it. Let's turn that off for now. And maybe inset and bring it back. Okay, we'll do some beveling. I'm using n-gons, but it's really not that bad. Just for what I'm doing for just a static image like this, it's going to be just fine. So let's see if I smooth that. That could be the whatchamacallit thing there. Might be too rounded, we'll see. Is that camera okay? All right, as long as you can see me, or see what I'm doing anyhow. And then I was thinking, look at my 3D cursor right there, I would bring in a path, rotate Z90, and scale it down. I don't really need that many points in this. And I was thinking, if I could see my points there and there, right? If I brought that in, and this one in, so it's right in the center, right? Okay, so let's take it all. Let's look from the front in wireframe. Oh boy, does that help me? Let's bring it out to about there. I think that's where I want it. I can't tell. It doesn't matter because actually I don't want that. I just want 2. And then I'm gonna bring this one out. How far out I can't tell. And so what we'll do, get off there, is we will go to the curves, choose full, and just bump up that. Obviously, I'm not going to have it that thick, but you know, that kind of thing. And that's going to allow me to just more easily do stuff like that. And where do I want it? Pretty much there. Going in. You're not going to see that really. And I'll just have them all around. Actually, no, I do want this to come out towards the edge. I just don't want it to go through as it does, so do that and that until we get it, and we'll eventually get it. All right. So with that done, let's select this and cursor to selected, and let's take this and let's mirror it. With respect to that, put them on the top of the bottom. Yeah, that's okay. So what do I need to do? Anything? Shift-D, rotate Y90. I guess I got to take off the mirror for that and do it again. Touching, yeah, they're in. What do you think? Those need to be thinner. We can try making them thinner, not that thin. And see if that's too thin. If I do 5, and I do 5 for this one, We can just have a look. Nah, that's too shrimpy. So we'll go up. We'll go to 8. Maybe we'll split the difference right there. I still think they're too thin. Okay, I take it back. We're going to 10. Yep, I'm going to 10. All right, so we'd have that. And then I was thinking, what was I thinking? I want to do some more stuff on here. Does that look all right? Does that look dumb? Just like too much of a... Is there anything I can do to improve that? That's not much, and it's going to create more polys for me. And it's going to do that. All right, well, that's all right. I'll get rid of these. I'll grab this edge, and I'll bring it in. And that should clear that up. And then it's just another little doodad. I just wonder if that needs to be sharpened up here. I'm not sure I can tell where it is. I think I put it in the wrong spot. Here, I'll turn off the subdivision for the moment. Oh yeah, I can't really tell. It just kind of blends in. And that was, you know, part of what I did. So that's okay. That's okay with me. I think it's okay. I hope it is. Okay, so where is that cord gonna go? Because I want to show you how I'm gonna do that. It's gonna come out the side, and it's gonna snake under somewhere. Come out the side, maybe snake under the wing and go. I'm not sure. I want to try. Let's try this technique. Let's just see. Let's select something that looks relatively central. I guess this face. Bring the cursor to there. And then I was thinking, I don't think I need to rotate the plane to do this. Where's that? Okay. Let's scale it down nice and small. I'm going to switch to vertex, and I'm going to go Alt-M, merge at center, so I just have one point. And so I'm going to take that point. Let's try this. E. Bring it down. Maybe we'll just go out front. What am I doing? E. I'm not sure. I could just use a curve, but I want to try it this way and see how we like it. You know, so I'm sort of making the path for it, and then I come back and I bevel these to make them rounded. What is that? Shift Control B, pull, and then roll your mouse up. Just get a couple in there, and Shift Control B. This may not look as realistic as it could be, so we're just having fun. Shift Control B. I keep selecting. Shift Control B. Sometimes I can do in 5, sometimes I'm not, and I keep selecting. Shift Control B, last one. 1, 2, 3 is good. So that's like my path, and then I can adjust that. So that's a mesh, so I'm going to go Alt-C, curve. Okay, so I can adjust that. And let's just add Well, this isn't going to be the final thing. This is going to actually function as a path for me. Anyhow, no, let's go to full. I want to do better thing than this. We can see what it looks like with that, and smooth. Yeah, so I mean, it does look more like a pipe, unless it was resting on something. That's kind of cool still. It could be a pipe. Pipe-ish curve. It could be a strong pipe. What I really want to do though is just use this as, like I said, as a path. So I'll show you what I mean. If I come back to here, if I just do that, just leave it like that for now. For now. And I want to bring in a circle, rotate Y 90. I used a lot of points, but I'm just not too worried about the polys. You guys might be, but I'm just not at this point. And I'm gonna extrude it out. Let's just look from the back. Where to go? Nothing selected. Come on. There we go. Control R and scale it in the X. And then I would select this, E and Alt S, and pull it out a little bit like that. Probably would have a subdivision surface on it. It might not though. It might just be smooth but beveled. Let's try it like that. Let's just bevel these edges because these other edges are going to attach. I'm gonna array this. See, that's not so bad. Okay, so let's array this in the X. Click. Man, I don't think I want that. A bunch of times. Yeah, that is a bit thick. We can adjust that. Let's try that. So there's the array. And then this. Let's find it in here. It's a plane. Do I have any other? I do have other curves, so I'm just going to call this sat pipe for now. Whether it's a pipe or a wire. All right, sat pipe. And I will add a, not to that, but onto this, I'll add a curve modifier, and we'll choose that sat pipe. And we will see if we can get all the axes to play nice. All right, we'll try another one. Where'd you go? There it is. Sometimes it is just a question of this. All right, and flipping. Rarely do I find it's this. It is the Z though. So just play with the various axes until you get something that looks like it should. And so far it ain't looking like it should until it starts to conform to there. All right, sorry about that. Takes a while, and then we're up the count. All right. Now, I think I'm gonna like it like that a little bit. You know, we can I scale it this way? I can still scale it like that. It might look a bit better, but then I gotta up the count. What do you think? Let me just see if there's much on the inside there. No, it doesn't look like there's much on the inside. Do I really want it to attach right there? Or do I want it right in the middle? Let's work on this part here. Now what I can do, let's hide this for a minute. Let's take this curve. I can move it over there, I believe. No, I can't. Let's not do that. Maybe not in this method. All right, good enough. Let's, bring in another circle, are we? Of course. All right, cool. Rotate Y 90. The simple things that I annotate. All right, like rotate Y, obviously. Yeah, we're gonna cheat. I'm just filling it. E. Doesn't have to be that thick. Although it comes off there. It's an electrical thing, so you know how electricity works. You know, it's weird and wonderful. No, thank you. Let's bring these up. Not even going to really see it. It's just going to look like that. Just so it's, can that be bigger? There it is. Let's just reuse that. Shift D. Might be hard to place it, but what do I want to do? I want to get it down here, eh? How do I need to rotate this thing? I don't know. Rotate Z90. I do know that, actually. Wasn't as hard as I thought. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. So what we can do is we can just inset that to its default. And it should be, it should have been a little bit better. All right, we'll bring up one more edge loop there. That ought to do it. That's good enough. Okay, now I can still edit this if I don't like that curve. Or if I don't like the position, but I think it's fine. Just the question is just, do I want one on the other side for any reason? Nah. And it is a little odd, but it's a pipey cord. It's a pipe with some cords in it. All right. Okay, cool. So let's do something else on here. Let's steal this thing and fix it up if we can, just like this. Be like a little power light. Oh, it doesn't look much like one. Now it looks like one. So we have one of these here. And another one. Smaller. It's just stuff. Okay. The only other thing is, do we want to try and rest this? It becomes more difficult now that I've got all those other points in there. You know, it becomes a little bit more difficult. So I think maybe we ought to just leave it alone. Now I can, of course, apply that if I like it. You know, I can select it and apply that part and apply the curve, and then I can hide it, and then I can get rid of that. And I got my pipe. We're going to do the same kind of thing over here, I think, and attach to the back, I think. So let's try it. So let's select that edge. It's nice and central. Let's bring in another plane. Vertex. Merge its center, and let's get that point there. And I was thinking it could come out from here. Let's look from the side. E to extrude, bring it out. Come to here. E, come up. E, and go straight into there. Just like that. And then I would bevel these again. Shift Control B, pull back. I'm just going to put 2. Yeah, I always A to whatever. Shift Control B. 1, 2. All right, hit A to select them all just so you can see them. Let's try that. Alt C, curve. This one I will come in here, switch it to full, and increase the bevel and resolution up a little bit. We'll try smooth. And what we'll do is we'll do some tweaking. Now we can, of course, grab these points, move them like that, and I can grab these ones here and move them up. Now this is a pipe, okay, so it's going to be more rigid. Does that look stupid? I don't think it needs to be up that high. I think I want it to sort of simulate that it's almost resting on there. And therefore, what about these ones? Well, no, these ones don't have to. I want it coming out because I'm going to put another circle. So what I'll do is I'm going to convert that to a mesh right now. And I'll go in and I'm just going to select, maybe I will bring another edge loop here. And I'll try SY0. And I'll bring another one in here. And I'll try SZ0. And I might as well set it up for here. SZ0. Another one in here. SY0. And then what I was thinking of doing was I'll just select all these faces, Shift Alt and click on the edge there. I'll do that, and for the elbows there I'll go E and Alt S and bulk it up a little bit. And then we'll come back in with some more edge loops, and I probably will put a subdivision surface on. Probably. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, so I could probably get away with just one. And then we'll touch this part up as well. Just edge loops here. I might need an edge loop down there and here. Yeah, you know what? The more I think about it, I do want this more central. It's too low down. I don't know why I didn't see that before. And by the way, why am I way over there? Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go into wireframe, edit mode, and I'm going to have to grab all these, and I can easily do that. Oh, what have I got selected? I grab these, and I'll just pull them up, and let's have a look at that. Yeah, I take it back. I thought I wanted it resting down, but I realize now I want it to go into this. Now, is that big enough? Do I want 2 of them? Let's just see what it would look like if I just copy it, and there's a second one right beside it. Nah, maybe it's too much of the same shape, and maybe it's too small as well. If I just globally scale it up, Maybe that looks a little bit better. Can I use anything? Can I just use this piece here? Steal it? Excuse me. Can I have that, please? It's close. Control 1 is the back. I may have to turn it around, I'm not sure. Let's try that rotate Z 180. What is your problem? All right, let's fix this once and for all. Shit, maybe I can just get away with doing that. Nah, we'll close it up. That would go on there, and then I would have another one on there. It might be a little tight fit, but we're going to go for it anyhow. Shift D. Rotate Z 180. And down. And zoom in. May have the wrong side for this. Okay, so that's doing that, eh? So we're going to pull the whole thing up a little bit more. So much for having it rest on there. All right, let's try. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of. I don't know, just little doodads here and there. The other thing I was wondering is, do I need like an antenna thing sticking off this? Like, for example, do I need, in your opinion, right here, say, Shift S, cursor selected. Cylinder, let's, well, 24, okay. Do I need this? Oh boy, that looks odd. I'll smooth it first. What about solidify? Just default solidify. Yeah. You don't even have to close it. You know, can you just leave that and just, or does it have to be coming off properly? I don't know if it does. You know, like so that it looks like it really comes off the circle. I don't know what that does. Or do I need two of them? No, not like that. Nah, not a chance. Well, I think I'm going to leave that like that. And I don't think I'm going to do anything at the bottom of that. It's like for an attachment. How's that for a bit of an update? There's more things we could put on this later. We'll do that, and I'm going to have a ladder, I think, going up, so you guys would work on that. I'm going to be a curved ladder. Let's see. We've been going for 40 minutes. Let's take a break and think about what's next. Yeah, I'm thinking about working on this back door. Let's leave that for a bit, and let's revisit this. Best way to do this, hatch. I'm not sure what I want to do. Maybe scale it out a bit, and then E and S come in. And do I want this as part of the door, or do I want this as part of the part of the ship? We'll do that for now, and we're going to come back to this. Let's grab this edge, Shift D and P, make it a new object, select it. Let's go, where are you? Back to Tools, Origin of Geometry, and cursor selected, and let's just make a door out of this, E and S. Now, do I want a flat door? Or do I, on the other hand, hang on, let's not do that yet. Let's get rid of that, but let's try bringing in a UV sphere. Just default values, rotate X 90, scale her down and zoom in. Let's look from the side and delete half of it. In vertex mode, let's delete the back. Delete vertices. Let's Shift Alt and click, select that, Shift S, cursor to selected, and switch to 3D cursor for the pivot, and then scale in the Y. And give myself something like this. And just hit smoothing. We'll decide if we want subdivision later. You can sharpen all that up. Well, let's actually see how that looks. Yeah, like that. Okay. All right. Let's do that. I don't want to do too much work on it yet. Okay. So let's select this. Let's grab ourselves a ring. I just don't want to make stuff I don't have to. If you don't have to, then don't do it. I'm going to make the little wheel. Oh, what's going on? Oh, 3D cursor is on. Turn it off. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Where are we? Okay, vertex, doesn't matter. E and S. We'll come in like this. We'll select it. Don't worry about that discoloration. E and we'll come out. Select it all now, Control N. Now you just have to flip the polys. So I get a ring. Might flatten it out a bit, never know. And we'll also grab a piece of this, Shift D, P, and we'll make a little cylinder thing that'll connect to the wall and the door. I'm thinking about just filling it with a face and moving it back in. Without that, let's bevel this back. Let's see if that's good enough. Grab that edge and bring it in some more, and I'll put an edge loop on it. Scale Shift Y that. do. Okay, let's do that at this point, or for the moment. And then we will, what do we do? I think I want to use cubes. Do I? Well, I'm going to try it anyhow. We'll decide in the end if that's what I like. Make the spokes. And like I say, I may be flattening this. Okay, let's see if it was like that. And I brought this down. I'm not sure yet how I'm doing this. Let's do that. I'm going to try beveling it. I don't think I'm going to like it. I don't think I'm going to like it like that. It just doesn't match. I think I might end up using I mean, I could just use a cylinder. No, I'm going to use a path. Rotate Z90. Let's scale that in. I really only need a couple points. So let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. And let's get rid of that one. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I have an idea. Not that much. Okay, come on. I can't see what I'm doing, so. Yeah, that's too much, obviously. And where is this going to attach, I ask you? Hope it looks okay with the circle. I hope it does. I'll bring it roughly right to the middle. The difficulty with this is once you committed, you committed. I can expand this out so it looks more natural. I think I might commit to that. So I might convert it to a mesh, and then from the back, my 3D cursor is there. Let's make sure it's there. I'm going to try to spin this. It doesn't always work well. Let's give it a try. Okay. But, oh, 360. Nah, you see, you bastard. Well, sometimes what seems to be the problem is that it's not closed. Now there could be other things. I may have to flip that. I may have doubles to remove. No, I don't. So let's try just closing it, just like this. Face there. Face there. We're just going to see if she wants to spin or not. See? All right, I want that many. I'm not sure that I like those, but we're playing around with Control N, and it might be just fine. Let's make sure we're not crashing. Why are you doing that? Okay. All right, so what we'll do is I want to do some more work on this now, because I don't like it. I'm going to take these and that, and I am going to scale in the Y. I want to flatten it out. I want to push it down a bit. And I want to put an edge loop in here, about there. And I want the rest of it thinner, I think. Yeah, okay, so E and Alt S. And then just bevel this edge. And bring in an edge loop up here. And in case I need one down there. I mean, I don't know if you'll ever see that, but... Okay, now, take this, and this, push it in. All right. I think this is, I guess it's all right. All right, so let's save, and let's come back to here, and we'll sort of sharpen that up and put some bolts around it or something. Let's do that. Let's see for what I've done here. I do feel like it's a bit too round almost, but probably not. Okay, little things I can still touch up. So let's do bolts around here, and then some handles or something over there. All right, so let's select, let's go in. Well, we got that ring. Well, I'll select that ring. Shift S, cursor to selected. And I could even just grab that. Shift D, P to start off a circle, if I can find it. Is that it? Let's make sure that's not, yeah, that's that. Or let's hide that actually. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's scale that down. Yeah, okay. I'll scale it down. I'm in object mode, and if I don't, I'm going to apply rotation and scale. Let's go into edit mode now. Scale a bit more. Now, let's do this the simple way. Okay, again, let's just add a face, E and extrude. Turn off the subdivision surface. Get rid of it, I mean. I'll select it all and Control N and bevel a couple times. I could, no, I can't get rid of the backs because it won't spin properly. All right, let's bring that back and let's see just how big that is. And it is pretty small. If I just spin that, do I need a hexagonal bolt on there too? We could try that just to see if it's big enough and if it adds some, you know, nice details. Let's go Shift A, mesh, cylinder. We'll switch this to 6 vertices. And we'll rotate X90 and we'll scale it down real small. Like that. And scale this in the Y. And we are simply going to put a face on it. And we're going to bevel it back like that. And that's it for that. Let's push it in there. Maybe scale it in the Y a bit. Okay, let's make sure it makes contact. And it's the right size. I don't think it's going to be visible, but we're going to take both of those and Control J. Did I get both of them now? Okay, good. Now, let me just see if I got some issues back here. Or if it's just that I need an edge loop. No, Actually, what I should do is pull it out and turn a bit. Let's go Shift H and have a just look at this. Is there a back? There is a back. All right, that's fine. Alt H, bring it back. Okay, let's take this and touch down to there. Looks end on. Let's select something very circular. Shift S, cursor to selected. So the 3D cursor is right in the middle. Select that. Origin to 3D cursor. Edit mode, select it, and hit spin. Trouble, 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 trouble. W, remove doubles, nothing. Control N, nothing. It's all right. If it doesn't work this way, there's one other thing we can do. Let's try again. Nope, it's not going to work. I don't know why that happens. If anybody knows why and wants to tell me, then that would be awesome. Let's go back into the ship and find that and copy that. Shift D, P, bring it out. And set origin to geometry. Let's bring it out. Doesn't matter where it is. And let's find this thing. All right, sphere 0, 0. We're going to convert it to a curve, and we're going to call it bolt curve. And we're going to delete it after. But we are going to use it to our advantage. Those are awfully small. Let's just grab that and let's array this. Give it a bit of distance. Increase the count a little. And we are going to add a curve. Object is bolt curve. And now we're going to play. Okay, so there they are. There we go. Now, are you right orientation? You're right orientation. Come on back. Okay. And you can set origin to 3D cursor again, and then you got a little bit more manipulation. Okay, so what's that direction? Y. Let's try GY. Okay, touchdown. Okay, so far so good. Let's increase the count. Go around the circle. Okay, and then this part you have to adjust a little bit, but that's good right there, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it does look better with the hexagonal bolt. It reflects light, slightly differently. All these circles, circle, circle. Circle, 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 I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. Maybe subdivision surface, if I didn't have one. All right, so let's go ahead and apply the array and apply the curve and say thank you and goodbye. And what's on here? Subdivision surface. Let's make it 2. And let's even bring it out. No, I don't know if we need to. Just something in here is bugging me. Yeah. It's fine. Is it fine? Is it? Or is it going to keep bugging me? It is going to keep bothering me. Just out of curiosity, do I have anything on here? No, I don't have subdivision surface on there. I don't know if I want to start doing that. Is that enough to not bug me anymore? Yeah, it is. All right, I might as well do it. Just one more for the smoothing. Do it for the sake of the smoothing. Well, I could do one more thing, actually. Maybe this is a slight bit big and they weren't making the best contact. That's the best contact they could make. Now, I feel like this is not making contact either, but it is. but I think maybe I should have it closer to the door. I think I'd be happier with that. All right. So the way I've built this is this part is part of the body of the ship, and this is separate. Really, this should all be like one door, but hopefully it's gonna look okay. All right, let's do something on the side. We need a little handrail here, so we can just bring in another, you heard me, cylinder of 24, and that's the right orientation. Yay! I'm gonna bring this over here, and we'll zoom in on it. Scale that in the Z. We're gonna do half and half. We're gonna split it. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna select that. We already did this before anyhow. Actually, let's select the whole thing in the scale shift Z. It's still too thick. Let's move it out, and I'm going to curve it over until it hits the wall, and it's in the right position pretty much. So let's just do that. Get that top edge right there, and bring the cursor, Shift S cursor to selected, N, and 3D cursor. We're going to go in the X direction over here a little bit, and we are going to close that, and we're going to spin, but in the 90, or is it negative 90? Just 90. 5 steps. That's good enough, and that's going to, I can extrude and just bring it into the wall like that. And just to make it easy on us, I'll do this, and I'll just copy it. Now, just out of curiosity, did I have 2 things selected? In case I did, I'll do it again. Select it. What am I doing? Flipping it this way. Shift D, rotate X 180. Yeah, and bring it down, and we'll just bridge edge loops, and then we'll position it. Control E, bridge edge loops. I'm gonna separate these, scale in the Z, because I don't know if I'm smoothing or adding a subdivision. So instead of getting rid of them, that's fine, just smoothed. All right, so you'd have like a armrest there, or a, you know, a handle. Words are escaping me. I just want to get it relatively even. Maybe it was fine where it was, and it doesn't even really matter. So how is that? Is that the right size for this thing? Simple, small thing. All right, doesn't really matter. Select this, that's pretty central, and take this and we'll mirror it with respect to that thing there. And I just want to check it, because maybe I want it longer. I want one up there and on the bottom too. Or is that overkill? If you were swimming, you never know, you could come from the top, you're swimming over the top, grab that. They're so small though. Let's try one thing. Just try scaling it like maximally. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like that better. And I think I'm just gonna do the 2 right there. All right, so how's that for an update for now? Yeah, a lot of fun. Let's just take some kind of a, I don't know what part. If I just do this and I do that, I could save that, and we'll post the video. Thanks for watching.